Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the iceHQ Ice Rink in Reservoir, Melbourne, Australia. On Warranjoy, Woiwurrung traditional land for the iceHQ Next Gen 2025 Grand Final game under 13s, and it is between the NSA Selects in the red, National Sporting Academy, and the Wolves in the white. This is the under 13 Grand Final. It's brought to you by Moat Mental Health Services, who have been sponsoring the under 13 division here at iceHQ for our first ever Next Gen Showcase tournament. Will be underway very, very shortly. The last time these two teams met through the tournament, the NSA Selects beat the Wolves 4-2. And this is almost an exact rematch of the under 15 grand final we just saw finished about 10 or 15 minutes ago, where the under 15s, the NSA Selects played against the Wolves. The NSA Selects winning that one in the end, 4-0. We'll be underway this one very, very shortly. Referee drops the puck and we're underway. The Selects winning the first face-off, playing the puck back, picked up by Morris Lowe, who dumps the puck in deep through the neutrals, and now picked up by Harrison Buderick, who tries to clear the puck out, but fans on it. It's picked up and stolen by the Wolves there in Bernardo. They can't get it cleanly now. The puck coming back the other way with some speed. Sandy now flings it in from the deep from a distance. Goaltender there for the Wolves wasn't ready for that. Kajina didn't see that one coming and was a little bit lucky to get something in the way of it. Back now, here come the Wolves with some speed. Shot from a distance is wide. Deflects off the back of the net, seen harmlessly into the corner there by Kingsford. Now the puck stuck on the half boards as the NSA Selects look to drag it out of the zone. And Morris Lau now looks up ice, doesn't see much movement, finds a passing lane, gets a shot across, but it wouldn't go. And there was bodies in the way as the NSA now play it back to their last line of D, who puts the puck up to Sandy. Sandy dispossessed, though, battling on the half boards as Bernardo introduces Martin to the boards and says, "Welcome to iceHQ." That's what it feels like if you weren't aware. This is modified checking rules. They are allowed side-to-side hits, but not head-on. And you are allowed to use the boards to pin your opponent if you so require. Different from the under 11s, but the under 15s, that is the case. The other different thing for this particular tournament is we are running two 18-minute periods instead of the usual 3 periods. So 2 periods instead of 3. If we're all tied up at the end of regulation, we will go to 5 minutes of 3-on-3 sudden death. And if at the end of that we're still tied up, we will go to a penalty shootout. This grand final will be decided. It will not be a draw. Puck down deep as the Wolves look to break it out. The goaltender now, Agata Kajina, has woken up and is ready to go. And watching the game now as we are circling around through the middle of the neutral zone. Theodore Miller now tries to get a shot away. And Kajina gets a pad down to it, pushes it into the corner. And so the Wolves and the NSA introduce each other to the corner boards. NSA just getting a change now, but picking it up with a little bit of speed, but good forechecking pressure on him. He's Lou, who is forced around the back of the net there by Jack Zhang's pressure. And now it's up on the half boards as the Wolves try and keep this one up. They'd like to reverse the result of the under 15 game just before. They'd like to turn this one around the other way and put their names on the first ever NSA trophy for the under 13 division. Puck now stuck on the boards around the back corner. As they're now looking to try and do something constructive with it is Kajeran. Puck goes in deep into the slot, but the NSA now looking to break it out. But lovely piece of forechecking pressure there to disrupt that one by Kajeran, who did a great job there on Furlot, just shutting that one down. Furlot from Darwin, I believe. So great to have people coming from all over the country to play in this tournament. It's terrific to have you with us here. There is a strong ice hockey culture up in Darwin in the Northern Territory, and it's great to have you here and enjoying this cold Melbourne day. And it's cold in here, but hot on the ice. As here come the NSA again, driving deep into the corner as they change out. Puck comes across the slot. Chance there in the slot with the loose puck by McNamara, I think, who is just shoved out of the way by the Wolves' defence, showing that they've got a little bit of spirit and they're going to look after the goaltender. And so they just move themselves out of the way. I think that may well been a player wearing a number that may well have been changed on us here. So if I get a name wrong, I do apologise. We do rely on the numbers and the names matching, and it doesn't always work out that way. Just last line of defence there was Harrison Broderick, who just dumped the puck in. And now the NSA look to clear it out of the zone. It's still stuck in the bottom of the neutral zone as Bernardo now circles around. Just loses the puck briefly in his feet, but regains it. Gets a bit of space. One forechecker gets around the second check, but pushed into the corner, leaves the puck behind. Gets around the third one. There's a loose player in the slot now for the Wolves. If they can get it across to them, hand up now for a penalty. And there's going to be a tripping penalty on the NSA player. And I think it's going to be... It's going to be Marcus Sandy who will be sitting 2 for a trip. I always look a little bit confused about that one, but if your stick causes the opponent to lose their footing, the referee has little discretion. They're required to give a penalty. So the first power play of the game going to the Wolves. The NSA will be looking to put the puck all the way down the other end and just shut it down for as quickly as they can. 13 minutes and 17 seconds to play in this first of 2 periods. No goals apiece so far, but 4 shots on the net to the NSA, including one almost goal right at the very, very start when Kajira wasn't paying attention. He was adjusting some equipment or something or other when the shot was taken. You've got to be on and ready to go right from the blow of the whistle. So these are under 13 players. They're all 11, 12 years old. You can be 13. Shot fired and scored. Bernardo rips that one in. It didn't have a lot on it, but just snuck past the kick save there of Ricky Kingsford in the net for the NSA. And the Wolves have the first tickling of the twine. They've rattled the scoreboard and forced our scorers to update the score. So that one scored there by Enzo Bernardo. Face off this time won by the Wolves. Puck now battling on the boards. And now the NSA looking to regather and shut that one back down and get back on the board quickly. They want to respond fast. Racing over now to pick it up is Kaylee Scrow. There's a little bit of room, but is dispossessed. Now another chance coming up through with some speed comes the NSA. They wind and shoot. Save made. It was a shot there by Morris Lou. But save this time made safely by Kokagina, as the Wolves have that 1 goal lead now with 11 minutes and 40 seconds to play in the first of 2 periods. So a reminder, this is a 2-period game, not a 3-period game. NSA this time with a full bench and a spare or 2. They've been a little bit short in some of their earlier games, but this time around they're well numbered. As they battle in the corner as the Wolves looking to clear the puck out of the zone, and they get it past Boderick, who has to race back and get it. Referee calling no icing on that. The ice is still just a little bit slick, a little bit sticky in places. Just waiting for the cut to still set. Pretty keen to get these players underway as the NSA players battling for it on the half boards. Just ridden off it there nicely. Oscar Bernardo doing a good job in defence for the Wolves. They race around back now behind the net, loose in the slot. NSA player shoots. Went 5-hole. Kokagina got down on it in time. And that was a great piece of opportunistic play there. It was Marcus Sandy who very nearly managed to sneak one through and square things up. No luck this time getting down on top of it. Agata Kokagina was good enough to stop that one. As we are about to get the restart underway. This time face-off won by the NSA. They play it up to their D across to Loeb, who couldn't get a handle on it. Flinging it in from a distance, looking for a tip in. And we have a whistle and a stoppage. That was Theodore Miller flinging that one in. Miller from Queensland. Great to have you here with us as we line up and get yet another shot on the net. We're going to get the face-off taken. NSA win it again, goes up to the point. Manages to just keep it in there low. But this time it is cleared out by the Wolves. And the puck is iced and will be brought all the way back for a face-off. Yep, icing call. Referee there well positioned. If you're not familiar with the rule of icing, if you play the puck from your half of the rink, so your side of the red line down the middle and it crosses the goal line at the other end, it is the sin of icing and you're brought back for a defensive zone face-off. And the sting in the tail, you're not allowed to get a change. So the attacking team can change, the defending team cannot. So you do get a fatigue influence from that. So far the NSA doing a great job. They're winning most of the face-offs. Puck went up to Morris Lowe, who flung it in but couldn't get a decent shot away. It wasn't much on it. Quite often defenders at this point in their careers will tend to lob the puck at the goaltender, which goalies love that because they'll catch that all day. Much better option for them as they learn and improve is to shoot low and hard and try and get a rebound off the goalie's pads for a player in close, or even sometimes sneak it through the 5-hole. It's usually a high percentage option. Under 13 players, they don't have the experience to know that yet, and quite a lot of senior players don't know that either. But racing back now quickly, here come the Wolves with some speed. It's on the stick of the Converging, who makes that one look way too easy. It just sneaks that one past Ricky Kingsford. And you'll see this on the replay. Just gets past, gets across on the forehand, just chips it through. And Converging makes the score 2-0 to the Wolves with 8 minutes to play in the first. So going back the other way from the previous game where the NSA were up fairly early on against the Wolves, this time it's going the other way. Wolves this time with some good skill through the neutral zone, just picking it up. As Bernardo plays it back out of the offensive zone and forces his players to tag back up onside. NSA trying to do something constructive through the middle there, and Marcus Sandy. They get a shot on the net. It's seen safely into the corners. Here they come back in the other direction, but the Wolves now with plenty of room, not much in the way of forechecking pressure on them as they look up ice for movement. Not too much movement going on from the wingers for the Wolves, so the D having to play the puck up ice themselves. Just trying to chip the puck through the NSA on the half boards. Getting through there is Sandy again, caught on the corner as the Wolves battle for it. Sandy pushed into the corner looking for someone in the slot. There was someone there who gets a shot away, but it went wide. It was a good chance there for the NSA, but they couldn't convert it. Shot fired from a distance there by Converging again. This time up to the challenge was Kingsford. Stuck now on the half boards as the NSA look to clear the puck out of the zone. Good forechecking pressure this time by the Wolves, keeping them pinned and not getting much in the way of an opportunity. Scrow looks to play up ice, but is picked by Kai. Now Martin for the NSA is pushed deep in the corner. He's got Chang up on the blue line if he wants and chooses not to. Chang still waiting around unmarked up on the blue line, gets the puck. He's dispossessed by the rapid movement there of Enzo Bernardo. Enzo Bernardo now coming through. Rapid back check, shuts that one down though. This time the NSA are there in numbers and they kill that one off. Martin now goes cross ice. He got picked by Teddy Willard, but not enough to break down the rhythm as the Wolves now go behind the net as they were busy getting a change. Flying in to try and do something constructive there was Theodore Miller. The puck goes deep into the corner as they battle. The NSA players getting loose and free in the slot. Can they get the puck across to? Floating in is Katie Furler. Couldn't get the puck to her either as the puck is now cleared out by the Wolves, and it'll go all the way down to the goaltender. The Kingsford just getting a touch on it. Cross ice, they get away with it. Puck now up to McNamara. Almost put his players offside, but got away with it in that instance as they chip the puck across into the neutral zone. But Wolves now look to break it out to clear the zone. Enough NSA players there in numbers, and that's Miller. But Miller's pushed into the corner. Gets back into the slot if he can get a shot away. No luck there. Puck goes into the slot. No players there for the NSA, and the Wolves will clear it out of the zone eventually, and they do, up to force of will up through the boards. Now, racing around trying to escape the forechecking pressure there was Sandy. Found Miller on the blue line. Sandy still trying to push it through, just shepherd it deeply into the corner. Gets a shot from an angle, it's loose. But dumping on it is Converging, who shuts that one down. 4 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the first. And the Wolves have a 2-2 lead. NSA with 11 shots on the net. Wolves with just the 4. But 2 of them were goals, and that's what really counts. Sooner or later, shots go in regardless, but they've got to be good ones. And so far up to the challenge has been Converging, apart from a very early lapse, which was a little bit lucky to get away with. This time lobbed in from a distance. There, Chang flung it high from the NSA. Coming back now with speed comes the Wolves, and it's on the stick of Converging. Gets onto the backhand, flings it across, and scores. Converging with a little sneaky backhand. Looked like he was going to try and transition across the forehand. We'll see this one on the replay. Hopefully we'll see this one on the replay. Converging cut across. It looked like he was going to flick across to a forehand, catching the goalie in two minds, and then just tucked it through with a backhander as the NSA calling a timeout. They've got a 30-second timeout. They've got one of them in the game. They elect to take it. Converging has been outstanding so far through this game. That's his second. As the NSA call a timeout, just a little bit of a reset. Converging with two, both unassisted, so showing some serious dominance in this particular game. Perhaps not surprising. I think he also played in the end of under 15 games a little bit earlier, so he's a big lad for an under 13, and it does make a difference being big and strong. It's at this stage in kids' development that their development is often quite different rates, and you'll see quite a significant size discrepancy, which is one of the reasons why full checking hockey can be an issue for them, because the little kids against the big kids, the little kids usually going to lose that one, purely through force of basic physics. You've got a lot more momentum when you weigh more and you're bigger. But, this is modified checking rules. They're not allowed to hit head on. They are allowed to assist their opponents into the boards, however. Face off won by the NSA again. They've done that particularly well. Nice win there by Marcus Sandy, who has been effective at centre. Puck is flung in deep, and Converging seeds it into the corner as the Wolves look to reset their breakout. Puck's loose in the slot, though. It's bobbling around. They've got to get the puck out of there, the Wolves. In the end, they do manage to get it up. As far as Chang, who picks it up, tries to play across ice to a partner. He's found Sandy, who gets a shot from a distance through traffic. It was a good one from a distance. Forced Converging to make a desperate save in the end. Didn't see that one. It went through a leg. He's using some Wolves players there as an effective screen. You see here this save. Oh, where'd that come from? There it is. Got it. And then the players all crowd in around the net to try and settle that one down. So with 3 minutes to play in the first of two, the Wolves 3 from 5, NSA with none from 14 shots on the net so far. In the net for the Wolves has been the outstanding effort of Converging. Now here come the Wolves with some speed, and this time it's Bernardo. Bernardo takes a shot from a distance. The save made though by Kingsford, who saw that one harmlessly into the corner. It was from a tight angle. Bernardo tries to do something again with it, ends up with the puck once more. A little bit of room, gets across, flung it across, and they score from a tip-in. That's a deflection. Bernardo pleased about that one. You'll see from the replay. Hopefully we'll see from the replay. It's deflected off, I think, an NSA defender. And you'll have to rewind that one on YouTube and have a look at it yourself. But there was a nice deflection, a little bit of luck, but if you put it on the net, sometimes luck will roll in your favour. And the Wolves now with a 4-0 lead over the NSA. With 1 minute and 58 seconds to go in the first. Last time these two teams played, it was a 4-2 win to the Wolves. So the Wolves with their quota from the previous game already. Can the NSA get a couple and get themselves on the board and pick their tails up a little bit? They're going to need to do a little bit of that fairly quickly. They want to finish this period with a goal if they can get it. They've had the shots on. They just haven't been able to squeeze it past Converging, who has been outstanding in the net so far for them. The Wolves dump it in deep. But we're going to have a too many players on the ice offence. You can't play the puck while you're in the process of a change. So the Wolves will have to sit one for the last minute of this period. Sitting the bench penalty will be, I think that's Bernardo. If you are a NSA player, you'd be quite pleased about that. Bernardo with 2 goals and sitting in the box is handy for you. Power play now, opportunity for the NSA with a minute to go in the first. Can they use it wisely and create a scoring opportunity? They fling it in from a distance there. Flinging high was Lou. But the Wolves will dump the puck all the way down the other end. If you're not familiar with the town of Moe, send the puck to Moe. It's where no one wants to go. So the NSA have to go back and get it. Under not a lot of forward-checking pressure. They've got more time than they probably realise, as now they break it out through Sandy, who tries to go up through the middle. Gets a shot under duress, but there's an offside, which will pull that one back. The referee's setting it up quickly. 15 seconds to go in the period. They'd like to get this face-off. And to be fair, if you're an NSA player, you want this one as well. You don't want to waste time on the power play. Trying to blast now through the middle of McNamara to get a shot away, but it goes wide of the net. With 2 seconds to go in the period, we may get one more shot. Nope, that concludes the first period. A good one for the Wolves, 4 goals from 7 shots. Bernardo will be starting the second period with 1 minute and 7 seconds to sit on a bench minor penalty. It's a 2 minutes for too many players on the ice. And basically had a messy change, and one of the players in the process of changing played the puck. You are allowed to touch the puck if you're in the process of getting off the ice, as long as you don't consciously play it. It's a little bit of a fiddly rule to interpret on occasions, but as a general rule, if you're getting off the ice and the puck hits you, that's not too many players. If, on the other hand, you play the puck, or it looks like you may have tried to play the puck, then you will be pinged for too many players on the ice if your teammate is already on. It's a little bit of a judgment call at times, but that is the rule, and the Wolves fell foul of it. And as a result, the NSA will be starting the second period with 1 minute and 7 seconds of power play. They got a couple of good chances in that last one. Marcus Sandy created a couple of opportunities, but couldn't convert. And the Wolves at the moment with a 4-goal lead coming into the second period. This time the goaltender's all ready. So again, the Wolves starting on the penalty kill for the first minute and 7 seconds or less if the NSA manage to score a goal. NSA win the face-off, not cleanly, but they win it well enough. Picked up now and blasting through for the NSA. The puck ends up on the stick of Kochigena once more, and we will have an attacking zone face-off. Can Marcus Sandy turn this one into a shot? We've got Katie Furlock getting ready to move in quickly. Gets into the slot quickly, but just loses a footing in the process. Puck up high. They just chip it into the corner, the NSA there. Shot fired there through the slot by Sandy. Didn't quite go. It was a good move, but there was just too many bodies in the way there for the Wolves. They get a second shot there across the front, this time by McNamara, but that one wouldn't go either. Puck up high. Just 30 seconds to go on the power play, and the Wolves manage to clear the puck out of the zone. Racing back now to pick it up, Broderick. Broderick just fans on the clearance, and it's picked up now by Kai, who has the puck and moves around. They're just trying to run the clock down for a sec, the Wolves, but now coming back the other way with speed is Sandy. Sandy plays the puck across, got it onto the stick of Furlow, who shoots. Save made. Kochigena well and truly earning the paycheck for this one. The puck is fired in there this time by Lowe, but not enough on it to get through pressure. Just 3 seconds to go on the penalty. We're back to full strength very shortly, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey as the Wolves try and clear it out. Lowe's there, though, keeps it in. But now the opportunity for the player straight out of the box in Bernardo, but he's dispossessed. Urgent back check there. Theodore Miller shut that one down as the Wolves keep the puck in through Marcel Rosa, who just dumped it deep into the corner. It's behind the net now for the Wolves, who wrap around and score. Beautiful wraparound goal. You see here on the replay, just got through everything. Kingsford was doing everything he could to keep that one out, but it wasn't enough. And the wraparound goal goes in. We've seen a few wraparounds here today in these grand finals. They're not common. Forwards love them when they manage to do them, and goalies hate them. Wolves win this face-off with a 5-goal, 2-0 lead now with 15 minutes and 50 seconds to play in the period. And Enzo Bernardo has 3, so that's his hat-trick for the game. No one's throwing hats onto the ice, tempting though it may well be. Racing back now to ensure the icing was one of the Wolves players. I couldn't quite catch the number on that one, but they blast back down the other way, and they'll be picked up now by the NSA, who go cross ice and just managed to get it past the outstretched poke check of the forecheck of Zhang, sorry, almost got the forecheck on it. Now it's Miller who gets a bit of room, winds, shoots high, goes just wide, but it's plucked out of the sky there by Kochigena. Now that one won't count as a shot because it wasn't going to go in the net, but you can see this on the replay. Nice piece of plucking out of the sky, but that one was missing anyway. Goalies love that stuff. Well, look at my fast hands. Kochigena has been superb so far. 17 saves, for no goals. 14 and a half minutes to go in the second and deciding period. Wolves with a 5-0 lead over the National Sporting Academy. Wolves in the white, NSA in the red. And the Wolves now look to clear the puck up the ice, and they do a nice little clearance there by Teddy Willard. And now the puck goes into the corner on the stick of Zhang, who's got no one in the slot though. Look to put it across there, but no one home for the Wolves to capitalise on the opportunity. And Ricky Kingsford makes that one safe. So another face-off in the defensive zone for the NSA. Now, defensive zone face-offs do represent a pretty good counter-attacking opportunity. You can see the Wolves D sitting a long way back right on the blue line. It's conservative, but it's a good choice. It's easy to move forward and pick up the puck, but if you have to turn around, it's hard. It's always slower to turn around than to move in. So not a bad decision on their part at all, but they creep in now through Christian Borg, who moves in tight to try and shut down the opportunity. But the NSA clear the puck out, looking for a stretch pass out to the corner. And they found it. But usually when you do that, it's to a player who has to be standing still. And that was Reece Martin, who was still on the blue line, which often gives the D a chance to get back in. Shot fired from a distance with a nice piece of layoff there by Converging, but save made by Kingsford, who plucked that one out of the sky. Converging looking for a hat-trick as well to try and match up with Bernardo, who's got 3. Puck goes in now, no ice the call. It's racing back now to pick it up for the Wolves. Now Lau went to fire a slap shot, raised the stick up high. There's no slap shots permitted in this league, so a little bit lucky he didn't get pinged for that one. You're not even allowed to pretend to do a slap shot. Was pushed off the puck there was one of the NSA players. The referee has a hand up now for an icing and will be brought back for an icing foul on the Wolves. NSA with a chance to reset. They'll need to lift their intensity a little bit, the NSA. They've done all right shots-wise, but the Wolves getting back into it in that regard now with 11 shots on the net, but 5 of them have gone in. Not much you can do when Converging and Bernardo are absolutely on fire, which they are in this game. Puck comes up high. It's not able to be kept in though. Chang just let that one go through. It just bounced awkwardly over his stick. Wolves now flying in, trying to do something more constructive with it. It's picked up by Borg, who couldn't get it cleanly. And we have a foul, looks like an interference call. It's going to be an interference call on Christian Borg, who will have to sit too. So the NSA with another power play opportunity. 11 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Borg sitting 2 of them, or less, if the NSA can score the goal that they desperately need. Get one now and they give themselves a chance. Face-off indeterminate, but it's chipped out by the Wolves. Going over to get it first, though, is Lowe, who looks up ice, tries to get a shot across, looking for a connection. They fling it in from the other side, and they score. So the penalty set there by Borg has given away the penalty, and it looks like that one went to... Not sure exactly who got that one, my apologies, didn't see the angle on that, but we'll get that in a moment. That's what the NSA needed. They needed that goal, and they finally got one through. And it was on the power play. There's the puck now in deep for the Wolves. They've got to some forechecking pressure by Kaylee Segro, but eluding the pressure as the Wolves look to break the puck up the ice. Now blasting down the other end come the Wolves to put the puck across into the slot. It was a good chance for the cross to Converging, who was there, but it wasn't clean. There was enough NSA defence back there to shut it down, but Converging comes back with a lovely poke check. And we're going to get an offside, I think. But that was Corbin Barber who got that one from Lowen Ferlot on the power play to give the NSA their first goal for the period and the game. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to play. Wolves slowing the game down as well they might. They've got that lead. They don't need to do anything silly. Whereas the NSA will need to take some more risks. Katie Furlow driving in to try and create some opportunity. Has to race back now. He's coming back now with a bit of room and space. Is Jack Kai. Tries to get a shot away, but we've got another offside. And it'll be brought back for a face-off in the usual spot, just outside the offensive zone for the Wolves, who get another chance to reset, see if they can get another one. Jurgen's pretty keen to get a hat-trick as well. Face-off this time won by, well, not really anyone in particular. That one was a bit even, but shot fired across the front of the net. Goaltender sitting there looking at it for the NSA, a little bit hesitant. Puck comes out of the zone. They couldn't quite keep it in, the Wolves. They was trying to push through the middle furlot. Puck cleared out, though, by the Wolves. They get the puck out of the zone. Now they'll be pushed deep into the corner, though, as Chang doing a good job in defence for the NSA. Just managed to keep that one clear of any danger. But now it's picked up by Jurgen. Dispossessed by traffic. There's a lot of red jerseys there. They managed to kick the puck out of the zone, but not able to get through there was McNamara. Had a bit of a chance. Now they shoot from a distance, but it hits bodies. Goes around the back of the net harmlessly. A little bit of an awkward bounce there for Borg, but it's dumped in deep. And rims around the back of the net for another icing. So the Wolves not allowed to change on the icing. Fresh legs for the NSA if they can. 8 minutes and 25 seconds to go. A 4-goal lead. Wolves 5, NSA 1. NSA with 19 shots on the net. Coach Jenner has been outstanding for the Wolves throughout this game. Made a lot of key saves. Puck loose in the slot. Gobbled up though. Coach Jenner makes that one look as easy as I guess it was. It came at a pretty easy angle and there wasn't much required. But you do have to be in the right place. Face off this time won by the NSA nicely. That was Sandy doing it again. Got the puck up to Broderick, who couldn't get a good shot away. Was under good pressure there. Kachurgan with very rapid movement up to shut it. Puck comes across the front. It's loose in the slot. No one wants it. Finally, the Wolves clear it out. Shoveling it back in is the NSA through Bowers. Throw through Sandy. And back out it comes again as the NSA look to reset and put the puck back in. Shot from distance goes harmlessly across the front of the net. Watch there by Kochigina, who did get a piece of it, but it wasn't going to go in anyway. Now coming back the other way with some speed. Here comes O'Bourne. O'Bourne's pushed into the corner by the defence. Looking to get it into the slot, but it's taken off them nicely by the NSAD. And now they look to break it out of the zone. Crossing over the red line now with some speed, but there's a wall of white. So just leaving the puck behind was Miller. Now picking it up with speed once more is Kachurgan, who gets past everything but leaves the puck behind, has to cycle around back and pick it up. Now blasting through the middle and running into traffic there with Sandy, who ran into Kachurgan. And Kachurgan's going to get 2 for that one. It's a bit of an unfortunate collision. They were both contesting the puck, and he's been given 2. We're getting a trip and an interference. The referee calling a trip and calling an interference. So we're going to have 5-on-3 here for 2 minutes, which represents a great scoring opportunity for the NSA if they can get one back in this. Kachurgan and Borg both sitting 2, 1 for interference and 1 for a trip. So the Wolves will be looking to send the puck all the way down the other end to just keep killing it. See what pattern they choose to set up here for their kill. It's 5-on-3. Typically most teams will set up a triangle in front of the net when the other team establishes zone. They put the puck across though, the NSA trying to find a connection there to Furlot. Pushed in the corner, puck's loose in the slot. Puck's still loose in the slot, still loose. Shot fired though, but the save made by Kajina. It's a great chance there though. A couple of shots and in particular Theodore Miller in great position to take advantage of it, but couldn't quite get the shot away. Was it Miller or was it Broderick? I'm not certain. But anyway, this is where the NSA will want to set up quickly. They don't want to waste the penalty time. They've got 5-on-3. But looks like the Wolves have called a timeout. They're allowed 1 30-second timeout. So they're just calling to reset and organise their defensive play. They do have a 4-goal lead with 5.5 minutes to play in the period. 5.5 minutes to play in the game. So it's pretty safe for them, but not guaranteed. The NSA would love to get one back here quickly and get themselves in it if they can. A 5-on-3 is a great scoring opportunity. It's very difficult indeed for the Wolves to score when they've got just the 3 players on the ice against 5. It is overwhelming numbers, but it's not guaranteed. And we certainly have seen short-handed goals scored when you are 5-on-3 too. It's pretty embarrassing if it happens. But if you get a bit overconfident. But at the same time, NSA, they need to take some risks now. They can't afford to be conservative and sit back and wait. They've got to move up the ice and challenge, or it's just not going to happen for them. They need 4 goals in a hurry, and they've only got 5.5 minutes to do it. If they can get one quickly now, the clock will not stop. So they've got to get moving fast and see what they can do as they stack their line. 5-on-3 for the next minute and 16 seconds. They win the face-off this time, play it back up to their D, who shoots it in hard, and that was Marcus Sandy getting a shot away, but it went wide. Shot across the front, was just fanned on there. Furlow was in the right spot, but just couldn't quite get a handle on it. Puck comes up high. It was Sandy again, tries to get it onto the forehand. Runs down deep into the corner. They've got Lou up high, who's unmarked. You're always going to get unmarked. Shooting in, looking for traffic, looking for shots through traffic, but it goes wide again. 47 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. Shot fired, it's loose, and they score. This time, Marcus Sandy gets the first shot, gets his own rebound, and buries the puck behind the goaltender there. Kochina couldn't do much about that one. Made the first save, but 5-on-3, just sheer weight of numbers. Sooner or later, one of them is going to go in. So now there'll be 5-on-4 for the next 20 or so seconds. You can see the NSA setting up quickly. The Wolves just taking their time, as well they might. They want to slow this one down as much as possible. This time they win the face-off cleanly, though, and dump it in deep. 3 goals now, the difference, 4.5 minutes to play. Can the NSA get another one back in a hurry? They've got 5 seconds to go on the Converging penalty. It's one of the 2 most dangerous players for the Wolves was sitting in the box when that happened. Barber trying to deal with Converging. Converging straight out of the box, straight into the game. There's a lesson for young players. When you come out of the box, pay attention to what's going on. 4 minutes and 17 seconds to play now. 5 goals to 3 as the puck is caught behind the net. The NSA look to clear the puck out of the zone, and they do. It's picked up now. Barber is ridden off the puck hard by Borg. And he says, not this time. Good use of physicality there. Broderick now with the puck, shoots from a distance, looking for a tip in, trying to find Sandy. It was there, but it was a little bit high and awkward. Now the Wolves clear the puck out of the zone, forcing the NSA to have to turn around. Back to 5-on-5 hockey. It's picked up now through the middle by Broderick. Now it's pushed into the corner. Wolves now with time. This is where the NSA may well look to pull a goalie or something, do something desperate. Lau loses his footing. There's going to be a trip on that one. Definitely Bernardo's stick forced Lau to lose his footing. So Bernardo will sit too. You can't look innocent about that one. That was absolutely a trip. Doesn't matter if it's intentional. You can see his stick absolutely brought down Chang, and down they went. So another power play opportunity for the NSA. But the clock's not in their favour. They've only got 3 minutes and 10 seconds to score 3 goals. It's doable, but they are going to have to hurry. And the Wolves are going to have to make some pretty bad mistakes for that to happen. They get a shot in. There's a tip. It's loose in the slot. Just trying to get the shot away, but it wouldn't quite go as far as the NSA would have liked it. In the right position was Martin Rees, but he wasn't quite able to do enough with it. It's now deep in the zone for the NSA, who look to clear it out. It's not clean, though. It's picked up, though, by Kai. Kai still with the puck. Tries to get around everyone. Leaves the puck in behind him. Now the NSA with a chance. They've got 3-on-2 if they hurry, and they do. Making sure she stays on side is for a lot. Puck's loose for them now if they can do something with it, the NSA, but bobbles up high, and it's going to be cleared out of the zone now by Jurgen, who just chips the puck out of the zone wisely. It's all he needed to do. He doesn't need to do much else. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to play in the game. Now with some space, Martin Wines shoots. Save made by Coach Gino, who will just take time and not be any rush. They want the clock to keep ticking, the Wolves. 3 goals the lead, 2 minutes to play. Setting up very quickly, Marcus Sandy in the slot in the face-off for the NSA. Wins the face-off, back to Miller, gets back to Sandy. Sandy's got to put it in the slot, do something with it. They play it out high to Broderick. Broderick waits, shoots through traffic. It's high. That wasn't going to go anywhere except into a helmet. Now it's flung off down deep. Picking it up is Lau, who looks up ice, tries to see something. They pull the goaltender. They're 6-on-5 now. Lau gets through everyone, shoots. Oh, stick save there was a beauty by Kochagina. Got a stick onto it. It's still live. No, it's not. Bernardo with 19 seconds to go on the penalty. Wolves with the power play. Sorry, Wolves on the kill still. Bernardo will come on behind the play. They're 6-on-4 at the moment, and they score! A deflection off a knee, shot from a distance is a speculator, but it goes in. We might see this one on the replay. Shot flung in, just deflects off the knee there of, I think, certainly one of the Wolves defenders. 1 minute and 10 seconds to play on the clock. 2 goals the difference. The NSA have put themselves right back into this one, taking advantage of 2 power plays. So that was Miller who got that one. A lovely deflection. It was a shot from a bit of speculation there. Interestingly enough, that we are now stop time, 1 minute and 10 seconds to go. 2 goals the difference. The NSA have stacked, pulled the goalie and gone hell for leather. That's what they have to do. Now they get through the puck. Sandy tried to do something with it. Pushing in now hard is Miller. Miller pushed off it though, as it's picked up now. Just tipped out of the zone nicely there by Willett, doing the right thing. This is where the Wolves don't need to panic. They still just need to do the same thing. Clear the puck out of the zone. They don't have to score goals, although they might from that one. But it's going to go all down the other end. No ice the call. As the NSA look now to bring it up. 40 seconds to go. 2 goals the difference. Can they score another one quickly and stop the clock? An icing would do for them, but they need to stop the clock and get that goal. Now flying around the back of the net. Lau looks up ice. He's got lots of options to pass to. Finds Furlot. Furlot gets onto it. Puts it across into the slot. It's loose deep in the corner. Flying in now to try and get something onto it. They charge in. Now Furlot goes into battle for it. 20 seconds to play in the game. All the Wolves need to do is clear it out of the zone. Nicely there. Bernardo clears the puck out. Wolves now, NSA just running out of time. They've got 10 seconds. Can they get another goal? Or can Kochurgan just clear the puck out of the zone, and does. 5 seconds now to play. Kochurgan looking to get a hat-trick if he can get the shot away. Goes wide. Kochurgan wraps around, but the clock will beat Kochurgan to the hat-trick. But the clock does not beat the Wolves, who have won the under-13 grand final. 5-3 over the National Sports Academy. And congratulations to the Wolves for winning the under-13 competition. 12 shots on the net for them for 5 goals. The NSA got 29, but Kuchigina was outstanding for the Wolves. 2 goals scored on the power play, including a 5-on-3 by the NSA. Wasn't enough in the end. Kochurgan outstanding with 2. Bernardo with a hat-trick. And that was the 5 goals to them. But Kuchigina, for mine, has got to get the first star of that game. What an outstanding effort in the net, making 26 saves in that game and absolutely keeping the Wolves in it. So a great game there. Thank you very much for watching this one. We'll be back with our under-11 grand final in about 15 or 20 minutes.
The Southern Stars of Brisbane and the NSA from Perth. to score goals for number 11, Wayne Yao. Number 15, Harrison Butter. With an assist this morning, number 22, Katie Furlot. Number 24, Katie Sergo. Number 26, Reggie Bowers. The U13 division MVP, number 37, Marcus Sandy. With a goal this morning, number 55, Theodore Miller. With an assist this morning, number 68, Bruce Martin. With an assist this morning, number 91, Morris Lua. And the starting netline, number 31, Ricky Kingsford. We'd also like to welcome up the coaching staff, head coach John Kennedy, assistant coach Charlie Smart, and team manager Jesse Martin. Ladies and gentlemen, your number 13 runners up, the NSA selects and now, for the under 13 division, next gen champions, the Ice Wolves. Number 3, Jacques Kai. Number 8, the hat trick this morning, Enzo Bello. Number 12, Oscar Bello. Number 15, Kristen Bohr. Number 16, Teddy Willard. Number 20, William Alvaro. For the ladies